Well, good evening to all of you. Owen Fritzen here with you on a warm Tuesday. We do have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings that we're tracking right now, so that's why we come live, kind of give you an update of the situation. Haven't been live really that much today, but just coming live, giving you a couple updates here about the severe weather. And we got kind of this line across northern Ohio, and then some stuff firing up down towards the Cincinnati area that we're looking at as well. So we'll kind of talk about that. And we had an earthquake actually this morning again down here in the same spot. We continue to have that same earthquake down by Cambridge. I'll turn that off so it doesn't confuse anybody on what's going on. All right, so let's kind of just jump right into this. We're going to jump in here into northwest Ohio, kind of the area up here around north central Ohio, I should say. Jump in here with this severe thunderstorm warning that we got going on right now. Zoom in here. The main portion of this storm is in Huron County. I'll go ahead and read the text for you and kind of what they got going on. So this is covers a few counties here. Huron County, North Richland County, southeastern Seneca County, western Medina County, northern Ashland County, and northeastern Crawford County, along with southern Lorain County. And this goes until 8:30. They're saying that this is moving east about 45 miles an hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail seem to be the reason for this particular warning. It went through where I'm at a little bit ago and had some gusty winds with it, so wouldn't be surprised if we see some embedded winds there over 60 miles an hour. We are continuing to watch this one, becoming more of a linear threat. I know we have some of these little phalanges that we always like to talk about and kind of some of this inflow notches that we're continuing to monitor. Right now they're behaving, but we will continue to keep an eye on this one as it moves off here towards the east. Kind of moving directly east here, and we'll put that in motion here in just a second. Kind of load up the loop for you on what's going on. I'll give it a second here, and we'll load up that loop. But definitely an interesting little storm that's created here. Wasn't so sure we would have a lot of severe weather here in the northern flank of this storm. But we did, and this morning, obviously, as we head into the afternoon hours, we had some severe storms move across Columbus here in southern central Ohio. So let's go ahead and jump down to Wilmington for you, and go ahead and bring a better view of this one up here for us. Jump down to the Wilmington radar site. Just give me 1 second. It's acting a little slow right now. There we go. There we go. So we do have another severe thunderstorm warning down here by Cincinnati. So way down here near Cincinnati, proportions of Claremont and Brown County. So go ahead and read the text for that one as well. Let's see here. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8 o'clock for central Claremont and northwestern Brown counties and southwestern Highland counties in Ohio. Again, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail. So this one is kind of a gully washer, if you will. So kind of zoom out on this one. This one's definitely producing a lot more rain, and we do have some of that potential hail. I'll kind of hover over that. You're seeing that the hail probability is 90%. Severe hail of 1 inch or greater is 50% right there. So it's interesting to see this one, and we kind of expected this to happen a little bit. I should say we expected this earlier to happen, or about now. So we have that hail marker right now for Highland County, and basically for that storm cell that's just now to the north and to the east of the marker. Seeing some deep purples there, seeing a little bit of potentially up to 1 inch hail. These other little triangles are really minor as far as less than half an inch hail possible, so not really too concerned with those. Kind of overall shaping up kind of what we thought for today. There was kind of this boom or bust scenario. I'm not saying it's panned out 100% the way that we think it was going to happen, but we definitely had the temperatures early this morning and had a lot of sunshine today, so it's continued to fuel this. So we didn't really get the bust scenario, but we're not getting as much severe weather as we really anticipated, according to the Storm Prediction Center and their outlook, which we'll take. That's a good thing. We'll take it for today, and we were saying that all along. So this is what we got going on in Ohio. We got these two storm cells. This one across northern Ohio, very interesting. It just kind of isolated out by itself, running along the front there, just kind of running along, which is fun. And so it was just interesting to see what was going on with that particular cell as I watched it kind of fire up along Toledo and move through Sandusky County there, portions of Ottawa County, Erie County. There was another storm cell that went out to the north as well. So it was interesting to see that one. But right now on both of these, the biggest thing is going to be straight line damaging winds and more of a wind threat that we have going on. As far as severe thunderstorm watches, I'll turn this on here for you, and I'll have to flip the radar back off so you can kind of see that quick. This is what we got going on as far as severe thunderstorm watches go. Basically, for our friends down here in the southwestern portion of the state, this goes until midnight tonight. I'm probably say that's going to expire early once this gets past you. I think they're going to start dropping counties out of that that particular watch for that severe thunderstorm watch. I don't really see another watch coming for Ohio unless it's going to be down here in the extreme southeastern flank. So that's kind of what we're looking at with that. So go ahead and turn on radar once again. Go ahead and turn on the radar here from Wilmington. Put this into motion a little bit and see if we can do a little bit of tracking here for you. Just give me 1 second. Get those watches turned off for you. If they put everything on one screen, it would be nice. There we go. Let's go ahead and zoom back in here. So let's go ahead and put this back into loop here. I'm going to go ahead and crank this up to about 2.5 hours. And let me load up the loop. The loop is loading. There we go. And there we go. Give it 1 second while it loads up. It's kind of messy here today. The loop is software is acting a little strange, a little goofy. Kind of more of the taking the northeasterly track here for you. We're going to put a track on it here in just a second. That's what we're going to do. Give me 1 second. We'll put a manual track on this to kind of see which way it's headed. And I believe this one actually just is expired. I believe they just expired that one. It is 8 o'clock, so they did just expire that one. It will be dropping off to your screen here in just a moment. So let me just going to put a general overall consensus or general overall track on this. They got to move at about 45, so let's go ahead and drag this here and kind of do a general track along this line. That was severe. And let me go ahead and do that quick. Maybe. Boy, this thing's acting really, really fun today. Come on. It is not dropping the track. That's no good. I apologize. It is not dropping that track as it's supposed to. Well, I apologize. I can't track it. It will not, some reason it will not let me drop the track. So apologize for that. Might have to restart the software. It's acting a little bit goofy, so I apologize there for that as well. Yeah, it's definitely not working, so sorry about that. But as far as that goes, that severe thunderstorm warning is now officially expired. Go ahead and drop it here into current and see if we can't get this to there's portion. There we go. All right. It's wanting to play ball now, so we'll put a track on this here for you. And I want a linear track. I don't want that. So we'll kind of put this track on it for you. Boy, it's still acting goofy. Yes, it definitely happens here. Yeah, well, we're getting better. We're getting taller. So let me try one more time. Third time's the charm. I'll go faster. Kind of looking at that extent of that line. I'll have to be careful on that one on the northern flank of this, but they got to go at about 45 miles an hour, so slow that up just a little bit. And kind of looking at this back part of this particular line, they're saying that it holds together here. It's going to reach Chillicothe at 8:42. 811 Ripley, etc. here on your screen. Kingston, 846. So this kind of line, we have this frontal line here to the north that's going to be hitting Chillicothe any moment. So if you're in Chillicothe, got to be careful with that one as well. We are continuing to watch a couple things. I do want to flip over real quick to velocity, getting some information and looking here behind the screens. We're looking at some potential rotation here down in Highland County that we're really starting to focus in on. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in down here in Highland County and show you what we're looking at for our friends in Highland County. So Highland County is right here just south of Hillsboro. We're watching this area in particular. You can kind of see here, and again, I apologize, the software isn't working as much as I want it to work, but if we're looking at things right here, you kind of see where these reds and greens are touching. We're watching this general area for rotation. So we're keeping a very close eye on that. So if you're in Highland County, heads up to you. We are continuing to watch this, and I'm tracking it here on another radar. Trying to see if we can't get that to populate here. Doesn't seem like anything wants to work today. Yeah, we're continuing to. That's very interesting. So we're going to continue to watch that. Just kind of watch that as it continues to move here into Highland County. And we're watching two areas, really. We're watching that area, but then we're also watching this area back here as well. So we're getting ready to head into Highland County from Brown County. So there's two areas of rotation. This one has pretty much ceased up here, but we're continuing to watch this one right back here. Sorry about the weird drawing. Right back here. We'll continue to keep an eye on that one. All right, so we'll definitely be watching that. I got some forecasters behind the screen watching that one. So right over Mount Orab, we're watching this particular area for some rotation. It's starting to get a little bit tighter, and looking off the screen at something called normalized rotation, that is also getting a little bit tighter. So keep an eye on that as well. So if you're in Brown County, this is moving off towards Highland County. Don't let your guard down. So if you're out ahead of this thing, make sure that you're having a way to receive warnings here, especially if you're in Morristown or even Hillsboro, if this thing continues to strengthen. Right now, it's not does not have a severe it does not have a severe thunderstorm warning or any type of tornado warning on it, but we will keep a very close eye on that one as we continue to move forward here throughout the hours here this evening. So we're keeping an eye on that one. I want to go back up here to the one in Cleveland. We'll continue to jump back down. We don't have any severe thunderstorm warning down here in the southern portion of the state anymore, but we are watching that one area of rotation that continues to intensify just a little bit and does have a little bit of an inflow notch. We'll look at that here in just a minute. Coming back up to the severe thunderstorm warning in progress. Again, we have this severe thunderstorm warning that was updated for us in northern Ohio. It did remove Seneca County from it, so this new severe thunderstorm warning again continues until 8:30 for southern Huron, northern Richland, western Medina, northern Ashland, and southern Lorain counties. And that's again 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So that's what we got going on with this northern flank or this northern storm. This one is pretty much just for the wind threat and maybe some small hail. I'll flip back over to reflectivity so you can kind of see that one. But this is what we got going on here. They're saying winds peaking at 40, as you can see there. The storm motion, they're saying about 40 miles an hour as well. Excuse me. Moving basically 95 degrees towards the east. So a little bit to the north. So not quite 90 degrees, but a little bit to the north there towards the east. So kind of looking at this whole storm track in particular here, boy, it does not want to draw today. It is acting so goofy to draw. All right, now let's take it here. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look again, see if we can get this to draw correctly. Boy, I apologize. That does not. It wants to go the other way. Interesting. Anywho, I have to reboot this whole thing. It's acting really goofy today, but this one's moving pretty much due east. I'll put it in motion, kind of give you an idea of what's going on here. It's moving at 95 degrees, not quite totally east, but 95 degrees. So you think of it on our compass rose, 90 degrees, it's moving 95 degrees, so just a little bit towards the south. Back this up here. Yeah, this thing is so laggy today. I apologize once again. I apologize. I tell you what, I'm going to see if I can restart this real quick and flip over to another software, kind of show you what we're seeing, another software that we use while I restart this one. So give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and turn on... see if GR... There you go. Turn on GR2 real quick while I reboot my other software because it's acting really super strange right now. So here's another software that we look at. This one is a GR product. And yeah, I just got an error on the other software. Interesting. So kind of see what we got going on. This is kind of another product that we look at on the backside. I got a 4-screen view and another monitor that's nice to look at. And I'm reloading the other system that I normally use here. Looks like it's actually starting to load correctly. So give me 1 quick second. So if you're just joining us, apology for some of the technical difficulties, but we do have a severe thunderstorm warning. The only one that we have currently in Ohio is in northern Ohio, encompassing portions of Huron, Lorain, Medina, northern Ashland, and northern Richland counties. Again, that goes until 8:30. So if you're anywhere in that polygon, while I'm firing up this other software, if you're anywhere in that polygon, make sure that you're seeking shelter indoors and staying away from windows. So the other one is almost officially loaded up. And I think we are officially loaded up here. So give me 1 quick second. I just got to turn off some lightning because it is a lot of lightning with some of the storms. Let me go ahead and turn this off. And there we go. Hope everybody's Tuesday's doing well. This is moving and working a ton better than it was before. Good. Good. That's what we like to see. Excellent. So happy to see that it's finally working as it should. All right, let me go ahead and flip you back over here to the other screen. We'll go ahead and clear this. And flip you back over to this particular radar. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so back to it, and I reloaded it. Things are working as they should. So this particular storm cell, again, kind of looking at it, this is the only severe thunderstorm warning that we have for Ohio right now. But we are continuing to watch a couple things in southern Ohio. We'll jump back down to that one here right now. I was trying to avoid resetting the whole broadcast. That's what I was working on. So we're continuing to watch this area down here closely. I'll flip back over to our base velocity view. It's not as tight as it was, but we had a little bit of rotation down here coming out of Brown into Highland County that we were looking at. So that's a good thing that it's kind of loosened up a little bit right now. So if I zoom back out here, you kind of see, I'll kind of just come back in here and do a reset of the entire state. Again, I'm not sure how much live I'm going to be because, again, we're not really having a lot going on as far as severe weather. Just one of those things where you're starting to see it turn into more of your typical spring thunderstorm, and you have to just keep an eye on it in case some of the winds decide to creep up towards the 60-mile-an-hour range. So in some ways today, it was a good thing that we kind of had this scenario pan out, because we're not seeing as the intense storms that we thought we could see, which was hail up to golf ball size hail and up to 70-mile-an-hour winds. We had a little bit of that earlier. So it's a good thing that we're not seeing that here, and the scenario is kind of playing out in a better fashion. So kind of see what's going on. I'll back this out, and I'll kind of turn on the loop for you. Once this main line kind of gets past you, it's pretty much over. As far as the severe weather, now back here towards Cincinnati and Dayton, you are going to get maybe some embedded thunderstorms and some heavy rain, but pretty much the severe threat is over for the evening. You can't say that it's entirely over, because any storm could become severe, but pretty much it's over, and you'll start to see the severe thunderstorm watches drop back here as we get closer, because this severe thunderstorm watch that they have on this goes until midnight tonight. I'll pop that back up here on the screen and show that to you. This is the severe thunderstorm watch box. I'll put it here latest. This goes until midnight tonight, and again, I think you're going to start to see them start to drop off here fairly quickly, especially as the line gets past you. That main line out front of it, once we get the energy sucked out of it, it'll pretty much be over. But we are continuing to watch this. I do say, as far as what we're having to see here for the rest of the evening hours, kind of zoom back in here towards Chillicothe. Chillicothe, you're going to get some rain here. It should be right on top. You might have a little bit of small hail. You kind of see the hail markers in there, those green triangles. See a little bit of hail in there as well. But nothing as terms of severe winds right now. We're looking at top wind gusts and things around the state. And let me just look at that real quick. Washington Courthouse just clocked in a little bit ago at 46 miles an hour. But most of these, that's the highest one that we've seen here within the past hour, was Washington Courthouse. Looking in all of our network here. Looking at storm reports here, kind of looking here, we have in Claremont County a little bit over an hour ago. We had in Claremont County a thunderstorm wind gusts at 52 miles an hour. A lot of rain going on, so you might see a little bit of localized flash flooding. Kind of looking here through, we did have in Montgomery County at about 6 o'clock, we had some hail, 1-inch hail. A picture was taken of that. We do have in Tiltonsville, that was earlier this afternoon at 4:41, a fence blown down. But that's it. We're not getting a lot of reports in whatsoever with this particular storm cell. But it continues to be a long-lived MCS is what we're talking about. And we're looking here to potentially seeing wind and hail that could pop up here. But things are starting to be playing ball, I guess, and they're not intensifying, as even the Storm Prediction Center has a mesoscale discussion out on this, and it's not turning into anything just yet. So we can't let our guard down, so I'll kind of back out and kind of wrap this up. So what we got going on, we have the severe thunderstorm warning up here for cross portions of northern Ohio. This encompasses Ashland, Huron, Lorain, Medina, and Richland counties. Expires at 8:30. We do not have any more severe thunderstorm warnings across the southern portion of the state. I'll go ahead and stop this and kind of see what's going on. So if you're out ahead of this particular line, yes, you need to just keep your eye out this evening, especially as we head through the next couple of hours. We're starting to see the sun finally start to set, and we'll get into some of that prime time, as I like to call it, as the sun sets and that residual heating starts to fire up. So if you're pretty much along this line, I'll say, towards the east, you need to keep your guard up a little bit as we head into the next couple of hours. If you're pretty much, and it's kind of running, you can kind of see the right or wrong I-77. But once you are past this line, if you will, pretty much done for the evening. So if you're northwest Ohio, pretty much done. You might see an embedded shower or thunder shower pop up. Same thing down here. We got Sydney and Dayton. down to Cincinnati, you're seeing, again, some showers and maybe a couple embedded thunder showers. But if you're pretty much past this line, or before this line, I should say, you're done. But if you're out ahead of this line, you need to have a way to receive warnings as we head into the next few hours. And I will say, in particular, this one, we're going to continue to watch this storm cell right up here. But really, we are watching right in this area. So if I'm circling your area, we're continuing to watch this area fairly closely here over the next couple of hours. So there's a pressure, as MCV, we got a little bit of pressure down here that we're watching. And some storms had a little bit of a spin to them, kind of calmed down right now. But if it gets into some of that untapped energy, this could potentially turn into some more severe storms. So definitely don't let your guard down if you're really in this particular area down here to the south. And again, this one up here, we hardly have any reports come in for this severe thunderstorm warning to the north. So not much going on with that. But again, down here, southeastern Ohio, you need to keep your guard up for the next couple of hours. If you're pretty much run along that 77 corridor, if you're pretty much past that, it's over. Before that, I should say, it's pretty much over back here in this area. So with that being said, wrapping up the coverage right now, we'll continue to monitor this, and we'll continue to come live as we need to throughout the evening hours. I just want to come live and kind of show you what was going on. Good thing is we haven't seen as strong a storms as we could have seen today. So we had some uncertainty in the forecast, and we were okay with that. And I apologize for some of you who couldn't see that screen 100% correctly because I had it dragged up a little bit. So I apologize for that. So I'll recircle that real quick. This is the general area. That was a bad circle. This is the general area we're watching here over the next couple of hours. So, but again, once this main line moves past you, you're pretty much done as far as severe weather for tonight. All right, with that being said, we'll continue to come back live as we need to throughout the evening hours. Thank you for joining me. And remember, when thunder roars, go.